Hey lads, how's it going? It's your boy Brad bringing you episode 6 of the Port. Wait, actually, we changed the name of this podcast. If you guys weren't paying attention on Twitter, this is now going to be called the Bradcast. I put up a Twitter poll asking you guys. I believe I had like the Ladcast, Bradcast, Monty's Journal, or something like that. And today's episode, we have a very special guest. It is going to be live Audacity. Introduce yourself, bud.
Yo, what's up, guys? Happy to be back on this new, freshly changed name podcast here. Let's get this thing rolling.
Thank you, Cody. And if you guys,
My pleasure.
How many times have we tried recording a podcast together in the past week?
Let's see. There was a time that your computer took a crap. There's the next night where it just didn't work out. There's the next night where it just didn't work out. Then there's the 3 times, 20 seconds ago that you messed up the intro. So
Messed up the intro like 5 different times.
Yeah, it's been a few. It's been a few.
All right, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about all my mistakes. But yeah, we have some controversial topics. We have some zombie topics to talk about. So let's get right into it. You are going to be, I believe you are a player for the Z4C charity event. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
I am on Team Sinatra, and that is a team consisting of Austin or Mr. Ray Guns or Live Royals, whatever you guys want to call him. He goes by multiple names. He has like 3 or 4, I guess. He is the captain of that. You got Sergeant Logan, you got Soulbound, and then you got me. So with me and I'm one of the few that actually do know some of the Easter eggs in this. Soulbound barely touches the game, so he's worthless in a sense. He's just gonna be the guy that sits in the corner and with the zombie the entire time. Austin knows a little bit, but it's mainly, I'd say, going to be me and Logan, because me and Logan have completed most of the Easter eggs on this map. Like I said, Austin has completed most of the Easter eggs, but like the newer ones he has not touched. So that's like with the newer ones like Ancient Evil and stuff like that. That's where I think me and Logan have to come in clutch with if we want to try and get first place.
All I'm going to say is if Garrod Raiders was still in this match, if you guys know who the Garrod Raiders is, that was going to be my team before it eventually had to get cut. But we would have completely destroyed you guys, because my team has done every single Easter egg together at least once or twice in this game so far.
Does that include Ancient Evil?
Besides Ancient Evil.
Exactly.
Because I have no motivation.
Exactly.
The difference is I had motivation to do all the other Easter eggs, but Black Ops 4 has gotten to a point for me where I have no motivation to do the Ancient Evil Easter egg.
Just reset your stats. It'll be fun.
Fuck you. Okay? Speaking of resetting stats, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, Ray Guns was doing I think it was a Truth or Dare stream. So basically, it was me, Cody, Logan, Austin, and Soulbound. Was that it? Am I missing anybody?
Yeah, that's exactly. That was everybody. We tried to get Zazu in there, but Zazu just never joined.
Zazu wasn't having it. So after that, that's why you saw some weird tweets from me on my Twitter. I mean, my Twitter's full of weird tweets.
Yeah, that is definitely true about you.
And I believe it was exactly a day after.
It was a day after.
You and me started playing Truth or Dare just for the hell of it, and I think we were playing it while I was getting this Ghost Recon gameplay that you see right here. And one of the dares I dared you to do was reset your stats on Black Ops 4. If you guys don't know how Truth or Dare works with us, if they don't do the dare or do the truth, they have to tweet out something. So my thing for him was to tweet out that he uses straws because fuck sea turtles. But I felt really bad about that, so I gave him 2 different outs. I said either he could tweet out something about him joining PETA as a butcher, or he could just chicken out in general. He's like, nah, mama didn't raise no bitch. It took him 10 minutes to send me a video of him resetting his stats.
That's because it took 10 minutes for the stupid thing to work. It's legit. You saw the clip in the Snapchat. Okay, today, finally, 5.5 minutes later, it finally decides to reset me.
So yeah, he gave me a lot of shit about it too, even though I gave him an out for it.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. So yeah, you want to tell me about what you've been doing since you reset your stats?
Well, let me just say this. I am 1 camo away from having the Bowie knife gold, so I have been no-lifing this game. I am 3 levels away from prestiging now, and I've just been grinding zombies. I've had a lot of fun with this now because it's given me a chance to get back into zombies, and now that you are like not getting involved in zombies now since you like are bored of it, it's gonna be a chance to catch back up. All I need to do is have Treyarch decide to give double XP weekend for zombies, and I'm set.
Hey, Cody.
What?
Truth or dare?
Eat a fat one.
You can't even reset your stats right now because you didn't prestige. Calm down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. No, I am done doing truth or dare for a while.
I don't think he wants his stats to get reset.
Brad, truth or dare?
You see, you're gonna say the same thing, and I will tweet anything to keep my stats. I am a level almost 160, 88% on 100%er, and almost have like 7 guns gold. So you can eat a giant fat one. I'm not gonna pull a U.
Mm.
But
So you are. I'm not gonna.
What? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Big pussy.
I am very big pussy. So. There's this controversy going around, scandal if you want to call it that. I don't really know if it counts as, it kind of counts as one because it has to do with money. But the pro player Tfue is suing FaZe Clan for allegedly taking, it's a clause in his contract that they take 80% of his earnings. What are your thoughts on this situation?
See, with me, I'm not going to assume anything until I get a statement from Tfue, because we got the one from FaZe. Well, like, I get, not exactly a statement from Tfue, but I get more information, because we have the alleged, what has been said, how FaZe is taking 80% of his earnings from Twitch, prize pool, YouTube, everything, and he's only getting 20% of that. Where, on the other hand, we have FaZe over here saying that as a complete opposite, and that they have only taken 60K from, I think it was sponsored or partnership deals, and that is it. So I'm going to wait till we get more information on the table, because I am not going to assume something, because we saw, like, what happened with James Charles, or I think it was what thing with, like, Jake Paul. Oh, was it Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think Jake Paul and like, you can bring up Jake Paul and FaZe Banks. Like, that was the situation that everybody...
No, I'm talking about the latest one with, like, Cody Co. or what it was.
Oh, yeah, I've heard... I don't know exactly what happened.
I'm pretty sure I heard that backfired as well. And then the James Charles thing backfired because of not enough information was put out. So I'm not gonna believe anything until more information hits the table. I hope it is not true for either of their sakes, but sadly it's going to be for one of them. But what it is, I feel that if Tfue is lying, this could ruin his career, and if FaZe is lying,
they're done.
They are gonna be in a lot of trouble, and are probably gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah, the thing,
and a lot of fans.
What a lot of people don't realize is, yes, Tfue's career is going to be ended because FaZe is much bigger than Tfue. Yes, Tfue might be the biggest like streamer in the world right now. I think that's his legit title. But FaZe Clan and everybody that FaZe Clan is connected to, since he signed on with FaZe, that's what started him to grow. Banks basically created Tfue from discovering him, playing with him.
Banks has helped out his Tfue so much.
Exactly. And the fact...
Did you watch Banks' video?
I did. I watched it last night.
I watched that thing, and I did not know a lot of that about those two. Like, it's by the sounds of it, Banks and Tfue were pretty close.
They were, and to have Tfue not even I believe Banks when he said Tfue didn't even warn him that this was going to happen.
I looked at him and he was like really upset.
Yeah, because for those of you that don't know like the relationship, basically Banks thinks of Tfue as his brother. He's basically
Banks is the reason Tfue
is big. He's the only reason Tfue is big. He helped him with his thumbnails. Like, you know, there's this ninja one that he brings up where it's the animated one where it's punching him with the boxing glove. Banks was sitting on his phone, apparently on Snapchat, drawing up the idea for it, and he's had his own title, guys. He has the editor for FaZe even helping Tfue, and I believe that editor is still helping Tfue because the editor's like a really chill dude and just loves working with Tfue and Banks. I don't know. I know he's a part of FaZe, but I don't know if he's the actual
You
FaZe.
cut out for me.
Oh, that's a big oof. But I don't know if he's actually like the full editor for FaZe. And the thing is, if FaZe Clan is in, like, if they are taking all of this money from him, and he sues and he ends up winning the lawsuit, they're not gonna. I mean, the Nelk boys could help them out because the Nelk boys are loaded from all their merch. Like their merch sells faster than Supreme. I don't understand how. Like I want their merch, but like the drops for their merch, they sell. I think they sold all their like really good hoodies in, I want to say 30 seconds is what they said they sold it all in. It's Supreme. If Supreme, it takes like a minute. And so they could help FaZe out a little bit, but the fact that FaZe could end up losing a majority of their money and their fan base can just cripple FaZe, put Banks and Apex and Adapt in Rain and a bunch in Temper. I believe those are like the big, like super big guys in FaZe. Those
they got Rug, but Rugs doesn't do really anything with that.
I think isn't he more of a vlogger now?
Yeah,
most of them are vloggers.
Channel in FaZe.
Yeah. And this can completely ruin them. And you brought up the James Charles situation where it's like James Charles didn't get all the information released. That's what like, since Tfue has not released a statement, nobody knows if anything he's saying is true. But since FaZe has released a statement, they've been kind of clearing the water. Like they haven't been like digging themselves in a deeper hole like we see with a lot of these other situations. So personally, I think FaZe didn't do it. But we won't officially know until Tfue and releases his statement and stuff.
Yeah, like I said, there needs to be more information put out.
Let's move on. No more talking about this for a little bit. All right. So, Black Ops 5 got announced. What do you think about Black Ops 5 being announced?
I'm just pissed off that we still haven't even gotten a confirmed MW4 and all that. We get Black Ops 5 confirmed. We're still waiting on MW4. Doesn't make any sense. Should be the other way around.
They're not going to release MW4 now. Infinity Ward's not going to have their own standalone game because they're working with Treyarch to make Black Ops 5.
Wait. Well, Black Ops 5 comes out in 2020.
I don't know. I heard rumors going around that they're not going to end up making MW4 because of Black Ops 5.
I don't know about that because they've been working on that since they got done with their last COD. And so with this, well, that is a COD for 2020. We still have 2019's COD as a thing.
True. Honestly,
and that's what MW4 is supposed to be.
Honestly, I'm okay with them releasing one more DLC for Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, being completely done with Black Ops 4 because it's a messed up game in the state it is right now. There's nothing they can really do to fix this game at this point. I think that's why they're releasing Black Ops 5. If they take it's 2019, right? Yeah. If they take a full year to just
Brad, that's sad.
to just develop the game, develop the multiplayer, make everything balanced, develop the zombies. If they take a whole year, props to them. They'll actually make a good game that people will enjoy playing. Instead of just releasing Black Ops 4 like they did, with 4 maps, one of which being the only good map, like the only super replayable map that everybody's gonna know Black Ops 4 for 9. That's what everybody's gonna know it for. Because Blood of the Dead and Classified, we already know Mob of the Dead from BO2 and Classified was I want to say BO1.
Black Ops.
Yeah, BO1. I don't know why I call it BO1. I know it's Black Ops. I can never find Black Ops in the derpity derp. I don't know if this is true either, but I saw someone showing mods on BO1. I need to check that out. I don't know if it's an actual thing you can do now. Like, I don't know if they added that. I don't know why they would.
PC probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I couldn't find it in like the Steam Workshop. But then again, you can get World at War on Steam, and you still need to go to Zom Mods to actually get the mod files for it.
I don't know what to tell you.
So the current
not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. The current state of zombies, the way it is right now, we have Ancient Evil. A lot of people it's a thing that a lot of people really enjoyed.
Me, I enjoy it.
You enjoy it, yes. A lot of people enjoy it. But
yes.
Do you still enjoy it as much as you did?
Well, okay. Before we get into that, I just want to say this right here. It was just now officially released that Treyarch has been working on Black Ops 5 they just officially released it. but they've been working on that for a while now. So that means that maybe during the time that Ancient Evil was getting finished up, that they were also working on Black Ops 5. You see what I'm saying here?
I think what they're doing is they released, like, to go with your Ancient Evil. I think what they did with Black Ops 4 is they're trying to make they're not trying to make a good game with Black Ops 4. They want to make a really
I don't know, because have you seen Ancient Evil? That is a really good map.
It is. I think they did that map just to make sure like nobody fucking stops playing zombies.
I don't know about that, because what I'm seeing is that if they are still like doing Black Ops 4 like for DLCs and working on Black Ops 5, like if they were for this DLC, then DLC 3 should not be a problem, because if they can complete part of DLC 2 while working on another game, then they should have no problem at all. That's why I'm not really that worried about what's going to happen with this. I'm hoping that I'm not going to be wrong and that this game is just going to go downhill even more than what it is, because I spent a lot of money on this game. This was one of those CODs that I spent a lot of money on.
Oh yeah, me too. Like, I normally don't spend money on I think the most money I've spent on any other Call of Duty game, I want to say it was BO2, and that was just to get skins. Like camos for the guns.
I think that's like the $120 one. I bought that edition, so I've put a little bit of money into this game.
I think I bought in the normal edition, which is $60, and then I did another $60 for the the season pass, yeah. Mm-hmm. The one thing I will respect with Call of Duty is that their season passes are not like other season passes where it runs out like every couple of months and you have to buy a brand new one for like $20. They actually keep it, and they'll add different things that you'll probably need to buy a different DLC pack. Like Chronicles isn't a part of the BO3 season pass, I don't believe. So they'll do stuff like that, but it won't be so drastic that it would just be really bad.
Chronicles for Black Ops 5, or do you think they'll add it into BO4?
Honestly, I think didn't they say they're ending the Ether storyline with the next DLC?
It might be. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think they might be.
Yeah, if they're not ending it, and that was just already like if you were watching, I think you were watching Zazu's podcast when I was on it. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I forget who it was, but somebody.
What's going up with my mic, Brad? But for some reason, I cannot hear you partially through some of this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Because I can see my OBS lagging a little bit.
Hold on.
We are going to wait for Cody. Let's see how long he takes.
Sorry, I'm back.
All right. So what I was saying is, if it was a red herring, like the one dude said in Zazu's podcast. Sorry, dude, I don't remember your name. I'm really bad with names. But if it is a red herring and they're not ending it, if they pull another Revelations, not where it's a cycle, but where there's way more to it, then yes, they'll do a Zombie Chronicles with BO5 or with BO4. I don't know. No, they do it with BO5. I don't feel like that's something they want to put in BO4 because people are expecting them to put it in BO4, and people like don't want Chronicles because they don't want remastered maps anymore. But hold on,
We've gotten too many of those lately, honestly.
We really have, and I don't understand their thought process.
Like 2 out of the 4 maps in DLC 1, or when the game first came out, just had a few things changed to them, but besides that, they were remastered maps.
Yeah, and that's part of Treyarch's problem, is they like remastering content because they think people will only go to it because of the nostalgia.
With Mob of the Dead, honestly went down after getting Blood of the Dead, because that map it's nothing compared to Mob. That's all I gotta say.
I will agree with that. It's nothing compared with Mob. I'm with I know a lot of people are going to say this is fan voting, but I'm with the people that say that they shouldn't have added the Magma Gat inside of Blood of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Acid Gat was fine. They completely ruined the Acid Gat. There's no reason to use it unless you're trying to do the... Because there is an achievement where you have to kill the Brutus with all 3 of the Blundergat types.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're doing that, there's really no point in using it. There's no really strategy of using it, because every strategy is made 100% better with the Magma Gat. And
because it's just a better weapon.
It is, because it actually attracts the zombies. You don't get as damaged from it, because the Magma Gat you do get damaged from, but a couple shots from I think it's 2 or 3 shots from the actual Acid Gat, and you are at health. One shot, a couple shots, like 3 shots, let's say the same amount with the Magma Gat. You can run into it and you'll lose 30. I think it takes 10 health each time, and you have 200 health. It's not going to do anything to you. And the zombies will run in it. They won't be able to hit you because they'll stop in it and then they'll die.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I haven't... Magma Gats every time for me. I don't... Nothing said. That's the weapon I get every time.
It depends what I'm doing in that map. Like, if I'm grinding out, because I don't know why I don't grind out weapons in Classified. I end up grinding out my weapons in Blood of the Dead. I feel like the zombies have a higher spawn rate, and I don't like sitting in an elevator. So I'll go on Blood of the Dead and I'll train on Roof or Cafeteria, and I'll have 2 guns. Sometimes if I'm just trying to get 1 gun, I'll use the Magma Gat. But if I'm trying to do 2 guns at the same time, like let's say I'm trying to do the Welling and then another gun, and then have the Welling as like just the backup for when I run out of ammo, and have Brain Rot on it so the headshots count, that's when I'll use that. But other than that, I'll use the Magma Gat on that map.
Gotcha. So with me, it's complete opposite. I go to Classified for me whenever I do that, and the only time I go to 9 or Blood of the Dead is when I'm doing the secondary challenges for them, like the kill like 10 mini bosses or kill 50 heavy or like the heavy or whatever they are.
Yeah, I forgot about that too, because
that's the only time I go to those maps, really.
Because you don't have to wait for round, because it's capped at round 15, I believe, for the Blightfather to spawn. You don't have to wait till round 15, and then you don't have to wait for every 5 rounds after that. Because I believe Brutus is supposed to spawn every round, or like he has a chance to spawn every round instead of spawning every 5 rounds, and then you can spawn your own in if you really need it. Within the first, I want to say 20 minutes of playing the map, you can get the Brutus at the if you wait long enough, you can get the Brutus at first power. I believe you have to wait till like round 5ish to get that Brutus to spawn in. I don't know why he spawns in. I don't know what the mechanic is there, but he spawns in. You can get if you have the weapon, then you can get the kill, and even then you can save Brutuses. They don't bleed out until you kill them. They'll just keep respawning in, and then you can go down Catwalk, go to the one area, and then you can shoot the Brutus or throw grenades at the Brutus before he disappears, and then you can get that Brutus too. And then you can run down. Oh, you can get 4. I just realized that. You can run down, turn on the power, get that Brutus.
And then you get the one for putting the code in.
Yeah, and then you get one for putting 666 in, and that will take you at least, I want to say 25 minutes to get 4 Brutus kills. You're already almost halfway there. And then at that point, you might as well stay in the game, because Brutuses are not that rare. You're going to get the 10 kills within that game.
Oh, yeah. And it's the same with doing the other bosses. Because what is it? Is it Brutus is considered a mini-boss?
He's considered a mini-boss.
Mini-boss, and then the other ones, the gladiators and all that, are heavy bosses, right?
Yeah, heavy bosses.
Because with those, the heavy bosses, you can do that in one game as well.
Oh, yeah. Heavy bosses are easy.
They spawn in so common.
The only one where heavy bosses are not viable would have to be, I want to say, because I don't think vampires count as mini-bosses. So, not mini bosses, heavy zombies, and I don't think skeletons count as heavy zombies.
I doubt they would.
So the only maps that have heavy zombies right now would be Voyage of Despair, and that's the Stoker.
Yep.
And 9 as the Gladiators, because Dead of the Night, all it has is the elemental vampires and werewolves.
I'm trying to think of what would the one guys from Ancient Evil. Are those beats considered a mini?
What guys? Oh,
The
those
Ancient-
dudes. Yeah,
Yeah.
those might. Does the Blightfather? I think the Blightfathers still spawn in.
What fire still spawns in?
Yeah, so then those would be heavy zombies.
Okay.
We'll have to test that out. We'll have to go into a game, look at both, like get a gun where it has both the counts, look at them, and then kill one of those guys and see which one goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, not a lot of them spawn in. Like not as much. Like Stokers, you can get, I think, at past round 15, you get like 2 or 3 every round.
Mm-hmm.
Gladiators, you can get like 5+ every round past round 15. So much spawn in, and they're not hard to kill at all. Like, I feel like they're the weakest. Stokers are a pain in the ass because they shoot stuff at you. Gladiators, they can shoot they can throw their axes at you, but they're so easy to dodge and they don't have a high enough range. But the Stokers thing, I feel like that thing's infinite range. I always seem to get hit by it.
Yeah. That and like the acid on my father.
The acid on, yeah, because that thing follows you until it explodes.
Dude, yes, it does, and it's pain.
It has so much
Pain.
And then when you have
that thing is.
4, I think that I died in 9 on like round 52 from this. I think 3 or 4 Blightfathers spawned, and they all shot their thing at me, and I think it takes away 1 full health bar each time it hits you. So as soon as all 4 of those hit me, I just went down instantly. Like the Blightfather, it's not for the map it's on. Like for 9, I consider it balanced because 9 is an easy map. I don't think it's spawn. I think Dead of the Night it's the werewolf. I don't think Blightfathers spawn on. Do they? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Blightfathers don't spawn in on Dead of the Night. Ancient Evil, I would have to say it's a little bit too hard with the Blightfathers in there unless you have like all the gauntlets done. What's your favorite gauntlet?
I'd say for me personally, just because I use it all the time, it's the white one. Oh, I forget what the name of it is.
The one that's super easy to get?
Yes. I've used that so much.
I think
they showed me how to do that for when I first did the Easter egg, and that's just my go-to weapon now ever since.
I think my favorite one, it would have to be, I don't remember what it is. It's the blue one where you have to shoot the zombies at the arrows and then shoot the... Like, it's a super hard thing to do, especially when you have...
The blood one's a good one as well.
The blood one's a really good one, too. I don't... Like, it's not my favorite. Like, I'd use the light one over the... is it... That's not Kronos. It's something else. I don't remember what the name is.
We don't know the names, some guys.
I know Hermina, something like that, is the light one. But yeah, I'd rather use the plant one than the blood one. I don't like the blood one at all.
Oh, the plant one, I gotcha.
The plant one
the blood one's like really good.
It is, but the way it shoots, I just don't like the way it basically shoots like the ultimate for the plant one. It's just with blood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, true.
It's a little bit more powerful, but I feel like the wind one, the air one, is a lot more overpowered for what it is. Yeah. Then again, I haven't done the Easter egg, so I don't even know.
Yeah, Brett, you're saying this, and yet you've only probably used one gauntlet.
I've gotten all the gauntlets in one game before.
I'm messing with you. Calm
you
down.
Know what?
Calm down.
Cody,
calm down to me.
Cody. Truth or dare?
All right, I'm getting off.
No, you're not. You're forced to stay on this podcast.
I'm forced?
You are forced.
How am I being forced?
You do not get to leave.
Seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable.
All right, what's our next topic here?
What's our next topic? Let's figure that out. All right, buddy? So, I know this is kind of an old topic, but actually I have a question for you. It's a question I ask every podcast. I don't believe we got... I think this is the question I asked the first time we did the podcast, and it ended up crashing. Dryzendrock or Origins? Which is better?
Dryzendrock.
Explain your reasoning, bud.
Okay, I just have had way more fun on Dryzendrock than what I did with Origins. For sure, the reason that I think most people like Origins is because of the fact that they didn't really have that good of maps. Well, they had okay maps in the beginning of BO2, but they had like Transit and all that. And then Origins came out and it was something like that. But with this, I don't know. I just love playing that map. That map just has like a vibe that whenever you play it, you are always gonna have fun. Like with me, I play it solo, play with friends, and it's a challenging map with me. When you're like doing the Easter egg and stuff like whenever I go for the Easter egg with that, it's always a challenge because I think with I did this Easter egg with attempt with Austin like 2 or 3 times and we failed during the final boss fight when
It's a hard map. Like
it is a hard map. Yes, like the boss fight. Have you done the boss fight on that?
I haven't done the Horizon Jock Easter egg. I'm still waiting for Zazu to do that with me.
Dude, that is really hard. Like, have you seen gameplay on it?
I've seen the gameplay of the boss fight. You just you put the Ragnaroks down at a certain point, and then you're able to shoot him.
Yeah, but you have the Panzers or whatever they're called. You have those shooting those things around. You have zombies and all that. And then you have to make sure you're behind the walls when at a certain time because a beam will come and it'll like instantly
down you. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the things with that make it, and like the staffs make it like super OP on that map or on Origins. And then with Horizon Drak, even with the staffs, well, another thing that we have on that was we have the good old Perkaholic Thief from Horizon Drak.
Perkaholic Thief.
Do you not know who the Perkaholic Thief is?
I feel like I do, but I'm confused at the same time. Hello? Did my mic stop working? Hello?
And you can't... And pretty much if you're going for a high round attempt or anything like that, or doing the Easter egg, he will...
Hold on. Like my audio cut out, so you just want to start that from the top?
Sure. Perkaholic Thief is... it's only happened... It's happened to me before. But... Because I was going for a high round attempt and trying to do an Easter egg on Horizon Drak. But I don't know if it can spawn in like on any other map, but I've seen a lot on Horizon Drak. It is a zombie that spawns in completely invisible, and it will kill you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like if you shoot it, you get hit, you start shooting the ground, and there's nothing you can do. And that's one of the fun things that I'd say about it. It's a pain in the butt to deal with, but I may have raged a little bit, but it's one of the funny things about that map is that they have that in there.
How much times have you closed application because of it?
I didn't close app.
So you just let the Perkaholic just die?
I had 3 more, so I wasn't worried about it.
Okay. I never had a Perkaholic in BO3. I did not play BO3 that much. I'm playing it more like now than I have when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Because custom maps, like I love the modded maps. Town Remastered is perfect. It's probably one of the best remastered maps. If you guys haven't played it, I do suggest that you go and play that. Also, the DLCs, Chronicles, Shadows of Evil has to be one of the best zombies maps. There is a glitch with Shadows of Evil that I've noticed that you get it super easily. It's a super dumb glitch. You can consider it a Samantha glitch because you do hear Samantha laugh, but it's not like her stealing your guns or stealing her points. You fucking die. How to do this is you get the beast right away, and instead of opening the front door first before activating...
You like open up the staircase, you go up the stairs and jump out of that window, and instead of you don't open the door, it instantly kills you. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't die when you land. It lets you walk for a little bit, and then you just hit a death barrier. I think I've done it on stream a lot. Because,
somebody create a montage of that.
Because I was doing a BO3 stream back when I used to... I miss streaming, dude. The amount of, like...
I wish I could stream.
Streaming is what helped my channel grow so much. And now I have to rely on controversial videos. But... like streaming, interacting, and then doing dumb shit. Like I think there's a 30-minute stream of me just raging. I think you were there for that. Me just raging because BO4 wouldn't open. So I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. What kind of game is this? Treyarch can't even fix their fucking game. I'm not deleting that stream. I think it's funny as shit. How much views does that
Why is it doing
have?
this, Brad? What is up with this?
What is what doing what? What are you doing? Explain. Cody. I think
Brad.
Cody
I don't know why it keeps doing this to us.
keeps doing what?
It's like where the audio cuts out.
It's just happening to you, bud. It hasn't been happening to me.
It happened to me. It happened to you once.
Well, yeah, your audio will periodically cut out, but I think it's this one. Come chill with Boyo playing Gauntlets. Yeah, it's the Gauntlets one because I think it was when Gauntlets was first released, or it was the 9 Gauntlet. By the way, hello.
Oh, here we might want to wrap this up here because I don't know how much longer I'm gonna get my internet gonna go down or something like that. Oh, I know what we should talk about. PewDiePie Shaker.
PewDiePie Shaker. Yeah, never drink an entire tall boy within the span of 5 minutes.
Brad, you got issues.
Because I looked it up, an espresso shot is about, I want to say, I think it said 68 milligrams of caffeine. The amount of G Fuel caffeine that is inside of a tall boy, it's basically 2 servings of G Fuel that's in a tall boy, maybe 1.5. But each serving of G Fuel is 150 milligrams, which is basically double an espresso shot. So that's 2 espresso shots. And then you add a little bit extra to that. It makes it to about 3 or 4 espresso shots. That is so much. Like, you will get extremely cracked out.
Jeez, this is what Brad needs. More energy. More. You just by yourself go insane.
You know what? Imagine me I have not been cracked out playing zombies yet.
Gosh.
Like, I'll be playing my PS4 and then sipping on it, but I haven't.
You'd be running for Pepto-Bismol, wouldn't you?
If you guys don't know the reference, Cody has a video on his channel. Is it your cousin? I think it's your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin.
Basically renamed all the perks. One of them was Pepto-Bismol, and then he started making porno names, like saying the different names of the elixirs.
And he's not wrong there.
He's really not. What was one of them that was a porno name?
Was it nowhere but there?
Nowhere but there, anywhere but here.
In plain sight.
In plain sight. There's so much more different names for.
Yeah.
He kind of opened my eyes to that because I never thought about that. That's kind of funny.
I'm definitely gonna have to do more videos with him soon because. Oh my gosh. Oh, 18th down. Here we go.
What are you playing right now, bud?
I am playing. Oh no, I was saying that as a reference to Connor there. But
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah, dude. I wish it would have got my audio for that. I totally forgot it. Click on my microphone for me to record my for my Yeti to turn on.
When you're that desperate to get content, you don't even remember to put your mic on.
Feels bad.
I mean, to be fair, I made a James Charles video without. To be fair, when I made my James Charles video, and
then we have people who are desperate to where as soon as drama comes out, they post videos about it just to get views.
Zach, sorry, I had a little.
Oh yeah, I say we got interesting from both of us, Brad. Because should we talk about it?
Let's talk about it. I don't care.
All right. Well, if you guys don't know. Or you guys probably might know me that I was in Fractured. Keyword was the lead zombies. I was the leader of the zombies team for Fractured, and sadly, that is not the case anymore. I've just been too stressed out. I will admit to you guys right now on this podcast that I was just too stressed out between Fractured, leader of that zombies group, the Z4C charity. We had stuff like that going on. We've been discussing stuff. There's been a ton of crap going on with that. Team Live, because I was promoted to co-owner of that.
You're welcome.
YouTube. Yeah, thank you. I had YouTube, I had school, and I had work, and then I had personal crap with family and all that. School's out of the way. I was still stressed out, and I was not going to give up the charity. I was not going to give up Team Live, and it just came down to Fractured because all I got to say is, Zach, any of you who are watching this podcast, That team is too stressful. That chat is toxic. That chat it just stresses you out. I've talked to Austin about it. Me personally. It as soon as I left that team, I felt like a mountain just got lifted off my shoulders. I'm felt I've just felt better. I'm sorry that it came to that, but I'm just speaking the cold-hearted truth here that as soon as I left that team, things got way better for me, and I started feeling much, much better.
My thing was with it is, if you guys haven't seen, I did leave Fractured this morning, and they kind of want me back. They offered me co-lead to be in Fractured. Yes, it's it can be very toxic at some points. And yes, Zach did apologize for what he said, even though that apology doesn't really fix anything, because the fact that the way he was, I will say this right now, Zach, you treated me like shit, bud. There's no other way to put it. The way I was treated, like FNAF didn't really, like FNAF had a problem with me in the beginning. We got that sorted out because we actually talked about it. He kept it professional. Never had a problem with Psychotic. I had a problem with Gabby for a little bit, but that was mainly me being a little cuck, because there was just some stuff that I'd be a dick for no reason towards her. I don't know why, but then we ended up talking about that, getting it sorted out. And Zach ended up being Bailey. And now I'm the manager for Bailey, so there's not really any problems with Bailey. It's just Zach that I've been having this problem with, and honestly, he says he's gonna change. I don't know if that's the case. And my thing is, I love Fractured. There's a reason that, because I've gotten offers, I've gotten followed from so many other, like FNAF knows this. I was talking to FNAF about this. I think Gabby was in the Discord call too. I've gotten so many offers from other teams to join them as a content creator, commentator, stuff like that. And they're not small teams. They have like quadruple the follower count of the Fractured Twitter. Fractured Twitter's at like 300, so they had like 1K plus following, and pretty well known, like not well known, but you know what I'm trying to say. Decently sized teams.
Decently making their way up there. They're decently sized teams.
Yeah. And I would always say no to them because I was in Fractured. So I did have a huge dedication to that team. Zach then blamed me for leaking Fractured information, which I never did. I've never taken a screenshot of that chat unless it was a meme. The only thing I shared was with what I was telling you when I ended up dropping him as a client. And he thought that I was taking screenshots of the Fractured chat. Again, of which he has apologized, so I don't have beef at this point with anybody. Otherwise there would be a video up right now talking about it. Yeah, there's no beef with anybody. Still undecided if I want to join back as a co-lead. I kind of do, because I want to see that team grow. And my condition, I've talked to Zach about it, I've talked to FNAF about it. My condition is Zach needs to leave me the fuck alone, and he needs to let me do my thing, because that's the only way that team will get any help at this point. If Zach sits back for one time in his life and lets the other people that he's made co-leads, because FNAF can do so much for that team, Psychotic can do so much for that team, Bailey can do so much for that team, and Gabby can do so much for that team. And sorry if you guys don't want your name on the podcast. You kind of have it on your Twitter, so I'm just assuming it's okay at this point. But
oh jeez. Just throwing that out there.
Just throwing that out there. It was on your Twitter once. It shouldn't matter. But I do want to see... I do love so many people on this team. The only one that I have a problem with is Zach. And if we can get things hashed out with Zach, that'd be great. I'd have no problem joining back to Fractured. But it's to the point where... Yeah, he's honestly, and I still have much love for you, Zach. But I've said it before. I've called everybody there my family, including you. Team Live, of course, would have to be the closer family, because I do know Cody, Austin, Logan, Soulbound, Zazu, Trinity.
I have to say, I was waiting for that, Trin. I was waiting for that.
I know all of you guys at so much of a closer level. Like, I've almost fallen in Discord calls and Xbox parties with all of you. I've fallen in, like, I think the only two I think three now, because I think I've fallen asleep in one with you before.
Yeah, you have. I just left it. I just got off.
I fell asleep in one with you. I fell asleep with one I fell asleep. I took a nap in an Xbox party with Soulbound. I was in a really bad state of mind at that point. I don't think it was with Fractured. I don't remember. It was with the podcast change, I think. Mm-hmm. No, it was because of something stupid that I'm not going to talk about. We'll talk about that after the podcast. Mm-hmm. But
and then there's a one we're not surprised about at all.
Yeah, I almost fall asleep every night with the Discord call with Trent. We're not going to talk about it. But
should we bring that? I'm just kidding.
But like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I want that team to thrive. Of course, I want Team Live to, at this point, I want Team Live to thrive more. That's why I'm still trying to put together this intro video. I do want it to be up within the next, I want to say 1 or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I do have finals next week for school. But yeah,
school.
Yeah, school. You're not in school anymore because you're a senior. I'm a junior. Leave me alone. But yeah, let's get off that topic. I still undecided, man. I think I might do it. I won't say officially on the podcast. It'll be something you and me will actually talk about after the podcast. But yeah. So this has been a pretty good podcast. I don't know if there's anything else.
All over the place.
We really did. One more question for you, and we'll end it off. What did you think of Avengers Endgame? Well, actually, 2 more questions, but...
Oh, 2 more questions. Okay. All right. I will say this right in the beginning. All right, let's go with the first thing. When the movie first started, it went through the little slow phases of them going through and all that, and I was like, Like, you know, I'm talking... Like, yeah. Endgame. Yeah, like, the phases of that with them before they got into the parts where it was... and all that crap. So, but as soon as the movie got over, I was not disappointed at all. Well, okay, I was disappointed with one thing. Wait, do you want spoilers in this or no?
No, it doesn't matter. The movie's been out for almost a month now.
Okay. All right. I was disappointed on how Tony Stark went out.
Oh, I have a huge thing about that. Have you heard the thing with that?
No, I have not. I have not paid attention to it at all.
So Robert Downey Jr., the original scene, the original cut for that scene that they were going to use for the movie, when he snaps his fingers and Thanos says he's inevitable and Tony Stark brings his hands up, he doesn't say anything. He just snaps his fingers and that's it. Robert Downey Jr. loved that. But for some reason, the Russo brothers wanted to add in the I am Iron Man, and they had to convince him so much to say that because he did not want to say that. He wanted it to leave the scene. Because, to be honest, if he wouldn't have said anything, it would have made his death way more emotional.
It would have, yes.
It would have made, because you kind of laugh and cry with the ending that they give us. Nobody wants to laugh at Iron Man dying. That's such a huge thing, and it's still, even talking about it brings a tear to my eye. Go ahead. Cody, hello, bud?
Again.
Oh, okay.
Keeps doing that. No, it did it again. No, gosh, dang it.
Technical difficulties?
On my end, as usual. No, okay, so yeah, with that, I feel like... Because, with him, when he was over there, he was on the ground, and he was just sitting there. He was, there, and the next thing you know, he's just gone. I feel like...
Oh, okay. I think some more...
more to it.
Okay,
I like the way that they should have had it, the way you just said.
Yeah, because a lot of people think it's different. A lot of people think that since he said something, there's more of a connection there. No. Mm-hmm. If you look into Tony Stark's eyes, you can, him saying nothing explains everything. Him saying I am Iron Man just seems like a cheesy-ass thing that they added to the end of the movie.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I still cried because it's Robert Downey Jr. We're never going to see him as Iron Man again. We're probably never going to see as good of an Iron Man in the MCU.
Yeah.
And I don't know...
And then...
Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, you go.
I don't know if they're going to even make any more Iron Men in the MCU. They might keep it as him being the only one.
I think they're just gonna keep him as that because he's been that his entire. When you think of Iron Man,
you think of Robert.
Think of. They're not. Yeah, you think of Robert. Have you seen for Spider-Man?
Yeah, they're trying to make Spider-Man Iron Man.
Uh, well, they're just trying to Tony. That's Tony's legacy,
Is
pretty much.
Spider-Man,
How he's
yeah.
That's how he's gonna get like that's what he's gonna be known for. So they're just gonna keep it as that. I feel is that he's gonna have Spider-Man to live out the legacy that he's built, and I'm happy with that. I
Honestly,
really, hmm
I love the new Spider-Man. Like, a lot of
same.
people are going to say, oh, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield were the best Spider-Mans. No. If you think about it, those movies were extreme. Like, I love those movies, but they were extremely cheesy for what they were. And the way that I mean, I know it's a lot to do with the graphics and stuff. Don't get me wrong. But
hmm
but the way they're making Spider-Man now and the personality they're giving him, they're making him his own character. They're not basing him off of the comic books, because the MCU is not supposed to be based off of comic books. It's supposed to be its own separate universe apart from it. I mean, of course, they're going to be loosely based off of comics because that makes the story easier to write.
Yeah.
But I feel like we haven't seen a Spider-Man exactly like the one Tom Holland, and that's what makes him so great.
Like I noticed one thing, like you see how like he acts, like he like the way like from him and Tony, like
The relationship
acting
between
the
them.
relationship. You see the relationship of them in the movie, and then you look at it like in real life, and you see that
They're actually like father and
really
son.
yeah, like legit. They have like like do so much together. Like you'll see them on set and stuff like that, and it's just
It's
I'm,
adorable. I love it.
I think it's amazing.
All right. I think that's going to be it for this podcast.
That was the last question.
That was the last question. The next one, I was just like fine. I guess I could ask the last one. I guess we could try to get it closer to an hour. So the It 2 trailer. I saw it. It looks creepy as shit. It looks so freaky.
The lady.
The lady looks so. I feel like that's the daughter of Pennywise. No cap.
That it is.
What do you think? What are your first impressions of it?
Okay, so when I saw the trailer, it was of like when it shows her going to what's her face? What's her name?
I don't remember what her name is, but I know who you're talking about.
Going to her house, and then it shows a picture of Pennywise Circus,
And
then
the creepy guy.
and it shows her father. That's her father. Because it showed a picture of her father and her.
And what does the father have? The same creepy ass smile.
Face. He has the same smile as Pennywise.
Same jawline.
Yes, legit. Like his face outline and Pennywise is exactly the same. You just add makeup in that to Pennywise, and you got the father. So I feel that is the father, and it just creeps me out.
And the thing is with Pennywise, he's not a clown. He's a shape-shifting entity.
Yeah.
But like his main form is the clown. That's why people call him Pennywise. His real name is It, but because nobody knows what It is. But he uses the clown as a scare tactic because a lot of people are afraid of clowns, and that's basically his first form that he took because he turns into werewolves, he turns into zombies, he turns into all that, and you kind of see that a little bit in this trailer. You see his daughter, if you want to call her that, with the like rotting skin in a random spot.
Dude, you like see her like she's just like when what's her face figures out that the picture of like the Pennywise and all that, and then she turns around and you just see the lady just peeking around the corner, and then she just charges at her. It's like, what the heck? Ugh, it's giving me shivers.
Yeah, it was extremely. We have the same first impressions of the movie, so I don't even have to get into it. It's extremely fucking creepy.
I can't wait to see the movie though. I'll admit that I first saw that movie with my friends, and that was like I think that's been like the scariest movie I've ever seen because I'm like not a scary movie type of guy. But after seeing the first one, I think only had one jump scare in that for me. I can't remember what it was in that, but I only had the one, and now that after that, I'm like I want to see the second one because I saw the first one in theaters, second one in theaters. I've seen the trailer. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this movie to come out. I thought the first one was great. It was cheesy, but it was funny, and I love comedy inside of scary movies. I think that's what makes a lot of the scary movies is they add that extra bit of comedy, and then they have scary ass jump scares. There's not a lot in that movie, but there's enough to make it a good. I don't know if you can consider it a horror movie. You might be able to consider it a thriller, but it's a good movie for what it is. All right. That's going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you.
My game just crashed.
Feels bad, man.
Well, 30 or around 35 unclassified.
Well, thank you for joining in the podcast, Audacity. It was very fun to have you on here. I believe this is your second time coming on the podcast. First time.
It is.
Very first coming on the broadcast.
I'm kidding.
The new wave. I am a part of the new wave. I do not appreciate that, okay?
I'm with Turbo on this. Have you seen what Turbo said about it? He said that
it doesn't need to happen.
There does not need to be a new wave, a new era.
I agree with that.
Community just needs to come together
and grow up.
What it once was and grow up and not be toxic and all that. But you're always gonna have toxic people and all that. You do not need to create a new brand or a new wave in order to have it started. That's just my input on it.
I agree with that, but I love the people in the group chat, so I'm not gonna leave.
From what I've heard, it's just full of memes and gifs.
Exactly. My main language is gifs. You know this.
So is Soulbound in the new wave?
No, he's too toxic.
How is he not in the new wave? He's like the GIF master.
I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this podcast episode. If you guys did enjoy the podcast, make sure to leave a like and make sure to leave 5 stars on iTunes. No, just kidding. I'm probably going to bring this to iTunes very soon and Spotify, but it does have to get accepted for Spotify. iTunes, I believe I can just put it up there. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to Cody. I'll make sure to put his channel link in the description. Yee. Make sure to check out my merch. I do have some Z4C merch, but there also is Z4C merch already available. Go check out Legend. I did buy 2 pieces. I bought a hoodie and a crew neck sweatshirt today.
I got a sticker. Still waiting on my shirt. Sticker showed up on Friday. Still waiting on the shirt.
It takes longer to print shirts.
I know. I want my shirt. My friend has it. And funny story. So my mom works at a bank.
Wait, Cody.
What?
Cody. It's time.
No.
Fine.
Last part here. So my mom works at a bank, and my friend came into the bank, and my mom actually recognized the logo on it. My mom recognized the charity organization logo.
That's completely sick.
She was like, "Hey, I actually knew something for once." I was just like, round of applause. But yeah, okay, enough about me. That is going to be the end of the podcast. I hope you guys did enjoy. This is just me doing an outro for Brad because he keeps getting sidetracked with everything. But smash that like button. Get Brad to 220 subscribers. He is gaining subscribers every day, creating beast content. He is one of the best content creators that I know on the planet. That is me personally. He is going to start crying now. But yes, that is it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this brand new look of a podcast that Brad is going to be having on his channel. I can't wait to see what content or who he gets on this channel or on his podcast soon.
The goal is MC Sports Hawk.
All right, well, he's working towards that. I think you need to get Turbo on this.
I have. Turbo's on
again.
The very second episode.
No. A new
the rebranded
you need to get
one.
Greg.
Right.
You need to get Greg as well.
Greg, I feel like he'd do it.
Yeah, guys, make sure you click on that bell so you get notified of whenever Brad does post a video, and he has a ton of amazing videos coming to you guys soon. I've personally, he's had Brad talk to me about them, and you guys are in for a treat. That's all I gotta say. So make sure you click that subscribe button, like button, click that bell for notification of whenever he posts his video. I'm gonna shut my mouth now so you can do your outro.
All right, guys. Basically, you heard the man. Make sure to subscribe to him too. I don't know why he called me the best content creator. That's
one
him.
of the best.
That's him. But yeah, we will see you lads in the very next podcast. Bye, guys.
Peace.